Today we are with Roy, we're at Eagle Machine, and we're gonna talk a little bit of Eurotech. The first question I have, and normally you guys know, I'm long-winded, I talk too much, I gotta amplify the story, but in this case, I just wanna know what sets you guys apart? What's the difference? I mean, I see a lot of turning centers out there, Roy, but I see Eurotech and I see a lot of success in the machine shops I go to, but I wanna hear from you. What really sets you guys apart when the customers and potential customers out there are trying to make that really important decision?
I think what sets us the most apart is through our superior technology, we offer a better ROI. And the way we do that is through a better throughput on the machine. So you look at a production application, our whole focus is not just how fast we can cut apart, but it's from the second the raw material enters to an exit, is to eliminate all the dead space. We obviously tell our customers, we challenge them, we can make the part faster. And everyone, well, how, why? And I say, not even changing your feeds and speeds. If you simply time my turrets and how much I'm in the cut, that's how I gain it. That is really the key to our success, is eliminating the dead space. Is simply to try to cut away as much as possible and eliminate all the dead time, the dwell time. And that's what sets us apart from our competition, is we take that ladder logic and take it down to that level, have separate ladder logic, not only for every model, but for every spindle, to eliminate everything that goes into creating non-productive time in a machine.
Roy, I hear you say that, and I've talking, for those of you who know what that word means, I've spoken with a lot of your customers, and they do talk about the success that they've had, the lower cycle times, and you mentioned you're removing all the dead space. And
Yes.
I've had a few conversations that have brought this up previously, so let's dive a little bit more into that, if
Sure.
you don't mind, Roy. When we're stepping to the inside currently, and I know you have multiple different machines, but the
Yes.
one we're looking at now, we have 2 turrets, we have 2 spindles. When we're talking about dead space, is it in the software that reduces it? Is it in the physical nature of the machine being more confined? How do we actually reduce that dead space when we're trying to describe to the audience that ROI that you started the whole thing off with?
Yes, so it's multiple things that get us there. It's not just one thing. So often, the best example I could say is a customer comes and say, hey, I only have 60-second cycle time. How can you win that?
Right.
They're imagining, hey, well, you need a lot of time. So I say, well, actually, that's the easiest answer in the world. It starts with how I extract the part. And that's so as I extract the part on the sub spindle, I'll have 2 tools in the cut on the main. My competition will take 12, 15 seconds. On a 60-second part, you lose 12 seconds. That alone is a huge difference.
25%?
And then my pickoff, because of my C-axis already synchronized, I'll pick up 3 or 4 seconds. So those 2 alone, without getting into all the other things alone on short cycle times. And then I tell them, well, on the long cycle times, I pick up more from the other thing you had said. For on this machine being 1.77 bar capacity, the way it's built, the RPM of the spindles, the ramp up, the ramp down, every time we move, I will be picking up time on a slower, larger, what I call chucker machines that they just decided that, hey, this is our bar feed, let's put a bar feed interface on it. The way we move, the way we're not having to send the turrets home. So yes, both on short and long, we can pick up. So that kind of explains a little bit.
It does, but now it leads me into another question, which,
Yes.
yeah, we know what's gonna happen. All right, now I have speed. We've talked about the physical speed, but
Yes.
also the understanding of the machine and the parts, whether it's a long cycle time, shorter cycle time. If I have all this speed, but I don't have precision and rigidity, then what's the point of the speed? Does that come along with it as well?
Yes. Yeah. So these machines are all manufactured in Italy. And at the factory, they truly are a machine maker. You can go there, you see a machine built, the casting comes in, they do all their own machine, they build their own turrets, they build their own spindles, they even paint their machine. So very integrated from the bottom floor up. So when you go to this factory, you can actually see your machine. It's not an assembly, they're not buying parts and putting it there. So that leads to quality control. Mm-hmm. They hand scrape all their box ways, because we have a hybrid, different ones that are hybrid on the forms of our different ways. So everything is built not only for speed, but for precision. So then, of course, the last thing that we really tout is our customer support. Obviously, because if you have the fastest machine and it's very accurate, it runs well, but stuff happens. If you crash the machine, you need that support. That's something we probably pride ourselves on the most, is being not just having great distributors that offer the service first, but having a whole back office. I have a full application department, full service team, and I stock, I'd say we have 98% next day delivery on all critical parts in the United States. So they'll offer that to our customers.
Yeah, that's incredible. I want to dive a little bit more into the service and support, just based on my personal experience of crashing a couple machines from time to time, but don't tell anyone. We haven't hit record yet, right?
Yeah.
Obviously we have. But when I think about something being very fast, I, as a machinist, might take this little override speed here and turn it down a little bit, because I'm nervous, because I don't want to smack something. From time to time, I am a bit more egotistical in my programming skills, and I leave it at 100%. And maybe I smack something, right? You mentioned already the parts are there. We know the machines run. We know their quality. You mentioned in Italy being high quality, right? But we are somewhere along the way going to smack something. So when it comes to that, and you pride yourself on service and support, which I know you are very purposeful on, right?
Yes.
How do we convey, and I'm sure there's testimonials out there right now of your service and support that we can look at, but how do we convey to someone out there who might be nervous about so much speed, right? Because I talk to people, and I'm getting a bit long-winded, but don't worry, guys, I'll get to the point. The point is, when we get into training, when we go to our trade schools here in the U.S., they actually will dumb down our training because they're nervous that our kids can't learn about 5-axis machining or 2 turrets or 3 turrets or 4 turrets in a machine. They get real nervous about it. So sometimes we have younger folks or beginners trying to do something maybe they shouldn't, right? And my point is, this is the confidence we need in service and support to let them know when you invest in this machine, when we invest in Eurotech, when we invest in you, Roy, we know that no matter what happens, we have your back, right? We have everything under control with parts and service, and we're here for you.
Yes, correct. So one of the things, we do offer free lifetime training. So as long as you own...
I should have gotten to that point first. Are you kidding me?
So you own one of our machines, you have free lifetime training to in-person. We also do them online. We also have a training library. So we have one person fully dedicated to that, to train, to help, to assist the customers. So on the service, it is something, because most of our customers do high production, downtime is huge. It's throughput. So even if you have a fast cycle time, you have no throughput, your machine isn't running.
Right.
So we track every time there's a machine down, we track. We don't have that machine, in, that part that you need. Why? What, is something changed? Has there been a change to the model? Is it the first time it's ever gone? Could it go down again? Has the factory seen it elsewhere? So we really dive into that. But I think part of it also speaks to, we originated as a machine tool distributor. So we understand what it takes to be on the front line, and we rely very heavily on our network, and we train our network as well. And we're there as support. So we don't try to say, you are just a Eurotech customer. You would be an Eagle customer first, and we're in the background to make sure Eagle gives you the best service. My guys fly out the country, but they're to support the distributors. That allows us, if there's ever something odd or different that they've never seen, to fly and be on the floor with them to help them and assist in that. So that gives that extra level. But we're not trying to help, oh wait, I bumped my collet. Eagle comes and takes care of that. But when there's a big issue or something, that's where we step in and say, we're there to support, we're there to back you up, because we've trained you to handle all the day-to-day. So we make sure we have great local service, and then we are the backup to continue that on to our customers.
Roy, I told a big, long story just when I should have asked you, what do you do to support that? So, I mean, I told that story for nothing at this point, really, to build that foundation that was unnecessary, because Roy was like, we got this. Are you kidding me? Really cool. I wish you guys continued success.
Thank you.
I actually have spent a lot of time talking with some of your customers in machine shops with these successes, and there's always been very positive feedback. And the story, they're not stories, but the truths that you tell about being able to reduce the cycle times, that ROI, these are factual. This isn't fluff. This isn't made up. This is true things that everyone can go do the research on their own and see. This is real.
Yep. And we often say we were up for the challenge. We said, show us what you're doing, what it would take. Let us take a look at it. We'll come back, and we'll guarantee it as well. That is something we'll put in writing. We'll guarantee that cycle time.
Amazing, Roy. I should have wore a suit today, man. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, this is my buddy Roy. We are at Eagle Machine today, and we're talking Eurotech. If you have any more questions, ideas, concerns, worries, thoughts, leave it in the comments. Give us a call. Give my buddy Roy a call. The answers are there. The solutions are there. If you're looking to upgrade your shop, these are the places we go to learn more and do more. I mean, ROI, we started it off this way. I didn't even need to say anything else, but you know I'm long-winded, so here we are anyway. Thank you all for watching. Time is the one thing we cannot manufacture more of. If you spent it with Roy and I today, we truly appreciate you.
Thank you again. Appreciate it.